Hello internet, I hope you had a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. The reason I'm making this hopefully short and relatively unscripted video today is because I want to talk to you about what happened with the channel in 2025, as well as give you some insight into where I want the channel to go in 2026. Now I'm going to be honest with you, 2025 was tough and frustrating at times. I got my first ever channel strike back in August, which sucked, and I got a couple of retrospective blocks on two of my videos, namely Pink Floyd and Prince, which means 244 countries can't watch those videos, which again sucks. I've already made a separate video discussing how unfair the current copyright claim and fair use policy is within YouTube, so if you haven't seen that video already, I will put a link to it in the description below. Another thing that I found frustrating in 2025 was the unpredictability with regards to the number of views my videos would generate, specifically my music reaction videos, because I've been doing this for 3 years now, and I thought I'd got to the point where I could predict which bands and artists would perform better than others and get more views, but no, that's no longer the case. I honestly don't have a Scooby-Doo what's going to happen from one video to the next. I literally post them and hope for the best, and that the algorithm may work in my favour. And if someone scrolls past my thumbnail in their feed and they don't want to click on it because of my ugly mug, then I just need to accept that. I know that I probably don't do myself any favours because aside from being a metalhead and in love with the guitar, I do cover a variety of different genres and I try and touch upon different styles of music because I want it to be interesting. I don't want to just do metal reactions all the time or Nightwish and baby metal videos because I would get bored and so would you. And I know that my channel could be much larger than it already is if I did more reactions to the bigger established acts out there, the heavyweights so to speak, but I don't want to do that. I want to listen to cool, unearthed music, unsigned acts, bands that need our help and attention, and that's why I started the Saturday Showcase series. I've only done 3 videos and they've had less than 100 views each, which just shows the demand for those bands and those types of videos. But I'm hoping like further down the line someone might stumble upon it and discover a super cool new band, and that gives me so much joy, sometimes more so than when I react to a band and it gets 10, 20, 30,000 views or whatever it is. When someone comes back to me and says, Melvin, I have discovered this band through watching one of your videos and I love them, that just makes my heart glow inside. And now I'm going to switch it on its arse and talk about some of the positive things that happened in 2025. At the start of the year, I hit 10,000 subscribers, which is insane because I can't honestly believe there are 10,000 people out there who would voluntarily want to watch this Muppet on screen. And as I'm recording this video, we are getting ever closer to that 15,000 subscriber milestone, which again is bonkers, and I'm not delusional. I do understand that by having almost 15,000 subscribers, that doesn't necessarily translate to the same number of views for every video, because I released, who the fuck is that? I released a video recently and it got about 40 views. And yeah, that's a bit rubbish, but if people don't want to watch one of my videos, then that's fine by me. I went to quite a lot of gigs last year, or shows as some of you will call them. I don't like calling them shows because I think it sounds a bit lame and pony, whereas gigs just sounds old and metal, doesn't it? Anyway, I recorded quite a few gig vlogs off the back of that, and I really enjoy making those videos. And yeah, admittedly, I'm not a great videographer or cinematographer. I'm recording them on my mobile phone, so they look and sound so bloody shit, and I apologise about that, but it's just a way of me capturing a moment in time that I can never replicate again. I can't do a first time seeing a band a second time. It's never going to happen. And I also think it shows to you guys that I'm genuine, that I'm not just putting up this facade, that I'm saying I like and love bands for the sake of it because I want your likes and your subs and all that kind of crap. I'm going out into the war zone, into the pit, and experiencing the band and buying their merch because these are bands that you've introduced to me, that you've recommended to me, and I've fallen in love with purely because of this channel. And I wouldn't have done that without you. So when I get to see them live, I want to share that experience with you as well. I tried a few new things in 2025. I reacted to music documentaries and interviews. I did some music discussions and even some social and political discussions and debates. And I really enjoy doing that kind of stuff because it's an opportunity for me to step outside of the music reaction, song reaction world, so to speak, And I've got a lot of weird and wonderful thoughts that sit inside my head a lot of the time. And it's a way for me to let them out into the world, express myself, perhaps even show another side of me and my personality. And it's pretty much like therapy. And I know a lot of you out there won't want to watch those types of videos because you just want to see me reacting to your favourite bands or songs and you don't care what I think outside of that. And I understand and respect that, that's fair enough. But I've also got this creative and artistic itch that I need to itch, and this is my platform to do so. Up until December, I was posting 3 to 4 videos per week religiously. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it was bloody hard. So much so that I needed to take a break in December and scale it back a little bit. And I didn't want to just sort of halt the channel and not post any material at all. So instead I went back to 2 videos per week, which is what I was doing in my earlier days, a couple of years ago. And at present, it's a balance that works for me. And it just means I'm not sacrificing too much in my life. And I know what some of you are thinking, like, Mel, your videos don't take that long. We've seen you've got like a 5-minute video. Surely you just turn the camera on, press record, press stop and upload it to the internet. Sorry boys and girls, it doesn't happen like that. My videos take a lot longer, sometimes 3 to 4 hours of video to produce from beginning to end when you include all the editing and uploading and titles, thumbnails, descriptions, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, each video I could be spending a day and a half per week based upon 3 to 4 videos a week. And that means you've got to sacrifice some things in your life. And I don't want to just lock myself in a spare room in the dark for 2-3 days a week. I've got to enjoy life as well. So at the moment, I'm going to kind of stick to 2 music reaction videos per week and hopefully sandwich something sporadic and random in between it when I feel the need and the urge to, like a discussion video or wherever it may be. Because yeah, doing those 3 to 4 videos was tough. I'm not going to lie, it was tough. And I needed to step back and live my life a little bit instead of locking myself away in a room. So that's what I've decided to do, and that's what I'm going to continue in 2026. This isn't my full-time job. I wish it was. If it was, then I would do a lot more material. But as it stands, this is how I'm going to have a healthy work and life and YouTube balance. Lastly, I think I spent way too much time in 2025 worrying about what I was doing wrong instead of what I was doing right. I was so critical of my reaction style and whether I was adding value and giving you guys what you want, and worrying about what other people were doing and why maybe their views were higher than mine for the same video, when I genuinely felt that I probably offered more insightful information and analysis and just gave a more genuine reaction. But I don't have long blonde hair and big tits, so in some instances I just have to accept that that's what people are going to click on, and I just need to kind of be myself. I keep thinking I need to change the way I do things, and I don't know, why are you clicking on me? What have I got to offer? Why should you click on my video and watch me react to a song? I'm no one. Who am I? I just think that I've grown this channel through being myself and being honest and genuine and just telling you how it is. And quite a lot of you have stayed along for the ride. So why should I try and change who I am now in order to maybe get more exponential growth? I just think it's silly, because by me changing things and trying to be something that I'm not, I'm going to lose the audience that have helped me grow the channel to where it is now. So yeah, I think I'm done waffling for now. Really hope 2026 is going to be a fun and interesting year. Get some new people introduced to the channel that weren't here before. Hopefully hit that 15,000 mark very soon. And I just hope that you guys still stick along for the ride if you're enjoying all my stuff and potentially some of the new stuff that I've got in the pipeline as well. On that note, just want to thank you for all of your love and support in 2025 and 2024 and 2023 when I started the channel, and hopefully in 2026 and beyond. Look after yourself. Hopefully I'll see you very soon. Bye for now, people.